Hello everybody, welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We're playing as Eden. We got a 1 winning streak going. PWMB 63D0. Decent damage to start, decent speed to start. We know that we have halfway decent HP. We got Doctor's Remote, which is basically infinitely better than Bob's Rotten Head because it still acts as a bomb, but it's only a 2-room charge, so that's real good. Tier stat isn't horrible either. This one is looking like a halfway decent start. I hope all of you are having a real nice day today. I was just working out a little bit, got the muscles moving. Now we need to get the brain muscles moving by playing some Isaac, and we gotta start this streak up. It's sitting at 1. Obviously, if it stays at 1, we're going to be in for a decently bad time. So let's get it up to, say, well, let's get it up to 2 to start, and then we will work on getting it above 2. Decent consumable drops to start, too. I can't be too upset about that. But if I can get up to a, you know what, let's start easy. Let's get up to a 5 streak, and then, well, you know what, we might as well do this. Hope for a crawl space. Nothing? That's fine. If we can get the streak up to 2, okay, we know that we are either on 1 heart or more, because we know that we just lost. Okay, well, now we're sitting at a possibility of not a lot of HP. So let's be a little bit careful here, and take care of business on famine. This is going to give us a spirit heart, which is actually really good for us. And it will also give us a cube of something, whether it be meat or bandages. It is meat. We go down the next floor. Let's see, how close were we to death? We were, yeah, okay. Well, we were a hit away from death. So that's good. Glad that we had that discussion, and glad that I was able to actually survive, and not lose the streak pretty much immediately. That's good. I'm content, really. Thrilled. Okay, this is actually going to be a huge pain, because he's about to explode into a bazillion pieces. Beautiful. Worked out fine. I'm not going to go to the cursed room yet. I think that is, you know, acceptable reasoning as to why I'm not going to. And that acceptable reasoning is sitting in the top left corner of the screen. If you look really carefully, yeah, it's the fact that we got, you know, 1.5 hearts. And I'd like to keep the spirit heart alive to take a deal with the devil here. Because, let's be honest, we could use a little bit of extra anything on this run at this point. Why am I continuing to use cube of meat as our main source of damage while we have low HP? You know what? I don't have an acceptable response to you, so ask me later, and I'll see if I can get an answer for you that is suitable. Let's try and get this guy. Yeah, you know what? We tried. I'd say that probably would have gotten the secret room, so let's not test our luck too much. Here's our item room and also our boss fight, which is like the ideal situation to be in. There's also 3 guys that can blow up in here, and if we can get them at least somewhat close to some of these pots and crap, we'll be in good shape to get some extra consumables. 1 coin is not exactly what I had in mind, but that 1 coin could buy us a spirit heart, so maybe that's an acceptable pickup. Don't really want to bomb into the rest of these, just because they're not really worth it for us. This chest will give us enough money to happily go to our shop, and our item room contains, okay, Virgo, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about right now, but in the future it could provide a lot of benefit for us. Our shop contains not a whole lot of anything, man. We'll just take our spirit heart, let's fight our boss. We have a Doctor's Remote charge, so we will attempt to use that. It's a little horn fight, and that was good enough. We should get a deal here. I don't see us taking, you know, 5 hits on Little Horn. That'd be slightly ridiculous, especially when he's already half dead. Okay, we're good. We get a speed and shot speed up, and then we pick up. Oh, this is the good stuff right here. So let's take Dark Matter, then let's take Abaddon, and that'll work out real nice. That's a hefty damage up. Honestly, a hefty health up in terms of our spirit hearts, and fear shot is nothing to see as bad either. So I'm pretty content with that. That's kind of how you want deals with the devil to go early game. Then we just build on from that, and this run slowly becomes to look like it's one from the get-go, but I'm not going to go that far yet. God knows that I will have 800 terrible plays in this game before we can determine if this is a one run or not. 2 of diamonds. I like that a fair bit, and we're going to hold on to it. If we can get a lot of money, and then we should actually have an arcade on this floor. And we do need to still pick up the dollar in order to get 1,001%. So if we can swing playing a gambling machine till it breaks and possibly picking up the dollar, that would be awesome. If not, the extra money, the D1 freaking 100. Well, sure. I suppose everything I just said goes to crap. Eve's Mascara, Anti-Grav. That's like the world's worst scenario to be in. There's a battery charge somewhere on this floor, right? Yeah, there's one literally in the room right next door. We can't stick with this. This is horrible. Let's just waltz on back over here, pick up this. What's a room that would be good to do stuff in? Probably our shop, to be honest with you. If we don't like the item in there, we'll re-roll it with, you know, our stats. Well, with our stats, with our entire build, and see what happens. The damage is good, it's just actually getting the shots to connect with things. I hate anti-grav to begin with, so yeah, that's kind of re-roll all this. Sack Dagger, Shielded Tears. Shielded Tears, that's not bad. We can stick with this for a little bit. Sack Dagger will be our main source of damage for sure, but it's at least a little weird. Hey, I'm always down for some D100 shenanigans, and you know what? If we can re-roll into the dollar at some point, then I'll be even happier. But let's actually try to stick with this run for at least some amount of time here, so that we can not breakfast ourselves too early. D100 on the, what is this, 3rd floor of the game. You could run into some dangerous territory with breakfast here, and I just want to make sure that we don't hit that too soon. We'll pop pills. I mean, there's no reason not to. Run's already weird enough as is. And we'll just... Okay, Bob's brain is being a little bit of a a-hole right now. I think we're going to wait until we go to the boss to re-roll. Mainly because if the item in the boss is, like, really good, then we walk out of the room, re-roll, then take the item, so that we have it for the next re-roll. I know that there's a secret room back there. I will go back and go into it shortly. Man, I would love to pick up Mini Mush right there. Can't deny that. Okay, I was really hoping and praying that that was going to turn around and be a... That was horrible. I mean, it did what I wanted it to, but it was still horrible. Let's pop all these. Tears down. Excellent. Addicted. Great. And pheromones. How excellent. What a crap haul from there. Okay, Gertie Jr. Just sack dagger him for the most part. That's fine. And then pacifier is good enough, so we come out here, get out of that room, pop all this, re-roll all that. We now have our first soy milk little setup here, and I shouldn't even say first because it will be the only soy milk setup, but we also got Blue Baby's only friend, which helps out a lot. Picking up Binky is just going to make us fire even more, which is just stupid. And yeah, we move on in the next floor. We'll probably be dealing all of our damage with Blue Baby's only friend for right now. Come in here, we might as well sit and play this until the dollar pops up. Just please, please, please. I see it sitting in the thingamajiggy. I don't know if that means that we can, like, get it from this one or what. Okay, blow up these. This is a great opportunity for us to get the dollar. I would be super content. I'll pour all my money into it. And I will come back and pour all my money into it then, too. Okay, fair enough. If you want to be a little jerkhole, you can be a little jerkhole. That's fine. That room is our target for reroll when we get back to a full charge here. Once again, I will use Blue Baby's only friend to deal the majority of our damage, just because it's a hell of a lot better than our tiers. Beautiful. More money means more chances at the dollar. I don't know if you can re-roll into the dollar. I feel like you should be able to. But I know that it's also only in the pool for whatever the stupid gambling machine is. Gambling pool. So I'm not, like, overly positive here. Wow, Miner's Axe. That's horrible. Okay, no crawl space. Even worse. We can wait a room, then re-roll that, I suppose. We could also head back to our arcade, play that thing, but I actually think what we're going to do is get more money, yeah, and then pop 2 of diamonds, then go back and play it, and just, like, hope that we can get a huge amount of money to play on that. Because I do want to emphasize that, like, I'm still going for 1001% here. Let's give myself the best opportunity to pick up the dollar. And in this case, that best opportunity is to literally, hey, Guppy's head. That's pretty good. Okay, take that. Now let's head back to the item room. I don't know why I'm trying to min-max on a D100 run. It's just kind of stupid. And we should keep in mind that D20 or D100 can be used as a D20. So if we get a room with a lot of consumables, we pop it then. But we get Lusty Blood. We also got Conjoined already, which is going to be good when we get Tractor Beam. But obviously not too great right now. The big kickers from this one is the fact that we just picked up Sad Bombs. And then the fact that we got Lusty Blood. Okay, that didn't give me the dollar. So that plan goes straight out the window. We'll continue on. I believe our boss will be this way. I don't know why it wouldn't be. We also got Spelunker's hat, so we can see exactly where our secret rooms are. And secret rooms provide money. That's good. I'll waste a bomb to go straight out of here, mainly because, like, who cares? We got a ton of bombs already, and it's no big deal. I was watching Aladdin with my girlfriend the other day. Aladdin's one of my favorite Disney movies. I'm not going to deny that. I talk about Disney a lot while playing Isaac. I just kind of realized that. But Aladdin's a great movie, don't get me wrong. But there were the Scattered Bombs, Sad Bombs. So good. What a great synergy. But Aladdin's one of my favorite Disney movies. I think it's very, very good. I mean, sure, it's one more thing to reroll. It's a very good movie. You know, teaches you a lot of life lessons. You know, you can be whoever you want to be. You can get the girl even if you don't got a lot of money. I mean that's kind of most of the stuff that movie covers. I mean, sure, there's the other stuff like, you know, be yourself. You can achieve greatness by being yourself. All that good stuff. Like, look, I'm never going to make it in the NBA. I'm not going to achieve any greatness in the NBA by sitting here and doing nothing. But maybe it's like, instead, and like how I'm saying I'm not going to make it in the NBA, maybe I'm supposed to accept that I'm not ever going to be in the NBA. And, hell, I don't know. Okay, here's what we do. We re-roll after we kill this Joker right here. But, there were a couple other things that I wanted to... We take Steam Sale. Even though it's going to get re-rolled shortly. And then I also think we re-roll the money. We got Beelzebub. There's Flight for the rest of the time. We're moving very, very quickly. We got the Mulligan. We got a little Brim. We'll keep 2 of diamonds on us. And then go into our item room. Pick up Glass freaking Cannon. Okay, let's not touch that with a 10-foot pole. But Aladdin stands out as a lot of other great things as well. One of the main ones is obviously the brilliance of the late great Robin Williams, rest in peace, in his role as the genie. Everybody has seen, at least, like, you know of the genie from Aladdin. You may not have seen the movie, but, like, everybody knows the genie from Aladdin. Oh, that's Robin Williams. Oh, he's so funny. Cracking jokes the whole time. And I'm not going to deny, like, Robin Williams plays a huge part in that movie, and without the genie and without Robin Williams' basic personality in that movie, it's just not the same in terms of its brilliance. So I acknowledge Robin Williams here as, like, really great, and that brings up an interesting point of what other like really great Robin Williams movies are there. And I know that me being a you know, almost 18-year-old teenage boy born in 1998 and really not being there in the, you know, prime of Robin Williams' career, I don't know a lot of the brilliance of Robin Williams. Obviously, I've seen the, you know, the Aladdins of the world, you know, Flubber. One of my favorites, Dead Poet Society. A lot of people are very like iffy on whether that movie is good or not, and I think that movie can teach a lot about the education system and the flaws in which there are in the education system, but it's also, it just showcases a different side of Robin Williams. I think that's what I like about it. How Robin Williams can play a role that is more serious, but he can still show off his ability to make a movie humorous and like his own personality, even in a you know, sad and kind of despairing movie like Dead Poet Society. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a pretty decent movie. A lot of people may disagree, but I think it's pretty okay. Let's just reroll again. Marked Whiz Chocolate Milk. This is a weird one, but Aladdin also offers some other great things, like showcasing Disney's racial profiling, as a, you know, the movie supposedly takes place in Morocco, and, you know, the people are all basically Indian. It's a little bit strange. I, for one, have not been to Morocco, so I can't really tell you if Morocco is as dark-skinned as Indians would be. That sounds horrible, but, like, it still is accurate in what I'm trying to point across here. It sounds a little bit racist, but Disney's known... Well, I shouldn't even say Disney's known. Disney's not known for being racist. Disney's known for being racially correct on everything. Stuff like, you know, Mulan occurs in... What the hell item do we have that's making us, like, shoot really fast every once in a while? We don't have a $3 bill or anything, right? Hell, I don't know, man. But stuff like Mulan with the Chinese being... There's a lot of, like, actually very strikingly related ties to Confucianism, one of the main religions in China, in Mulan. And I think that is, like, really, really interesting that Disney has the ability to make those kind of, like, distinctions, I guess, in their movies to various religions and stuff. Does that make any sense? I don't really think it does, but hopefully it made some sense to you. But oh, this is the good stuff right here. This is the good stuff. The damage is so good. This is one that, like, would actually be worth keeping, but I know that I can't, like, not. Oh, it's so good though. We could basically steamroll the rest of this run if we just stick with this, but you know I can't. We'll stick with this for a little bit. This is good enough to stick with for a while, and then we'll go right on back to D100ing ourselves. But I heard talks about they're making a live-action Mulan film, and they're talking about... I may have talked about this already on here. Have I talked about this? Somebody, like, confirm or deny in the comments if you've seen all my videos, whether or not I've talked about this. But, they're debating whitewashing Mulan in the upcoming live-action movie, and that would ruin so much because of the Confucianist ties in Mulan. It would just kind of be not true to the movie's actual values, because the whole thing is supposed to be, like, some things in Confucianism are, you know, respect your elders, know your role in society, all this other stuff, and Mulan's going against that in the movie by going off to war despite what her parents tell her. Juice's Shadow is a unique pickup, sure. I don't really want to Curse of the Blind that there, and then we'll just pick up our Spirit Heart and go down. But to whitewash Mulan would ruin all of the Confucianist ties in the movie, and it loses that element to it that Disney, I'd like to assume, knew that they were putting into it. I find it difficult that there might be, like, a coincidence that they have Confucianist ties in a Chinese movie. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But, yeah, there you go. So Aladdin. That's where we started with this. Still a great movie, don't get me wrong. I think that in terms of, like, Disney villains, sure, you got the, you know, Cruella de Vil. She's an awful human being. One could assume that she is easily considered the female dog of Disney movies, because she's, you know, the mean, you-know-what, that, you know, the woman evil character. Although, I'll be honest with you, Evil Queen, Maleficent, those are all, like, bad females in Disney movies. I've never really thought about it like that, but maybe that's, not an inaccurate assumption here, that, maybe the worst villains in Disney movies are actually female. I mean, let's think here. You got, I mean, Scar, there's your Lion King reference. He's a pretty bad dude. But is he really all that bad of a dude? He kills Mufasa. Yeah, he kills Mufasa. That's probably good enough for me to assume that he's a bad dude. But you also got, like, I mean, Jafar. Can you... Okay, here's an interesting one. Can you count Gaston as a Disney villain? Because I don't know if I can. Gaston doesn't even know his own name. We can't really assume that he has this, like, master plan. Sure, he has a master plan, and it's in the, you know, actual movie and play that he has the master plan to get rid of Belle's dad, all that other stuff. But, like, it's still... Let's be honest. It's a little bit, It's a little bit of a stretch to call Gaston a Disney villain here. I still think Jafar, man. Jafar is a mean dude. He tries to kill off Aladdin. Then he, like, manipulates Aladdin and tells him, like, look, bud, you're in a bad position here. You need to go... I already forget the movie. But, I don't know, there's just... Jafar's a mean dude. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, deal with the devil. Gives us 2 crap items. I am going to reroll, and we're going to go fight Hush, because I'm, you know, dumb as a brick. Well, let's reroll here. We got the Mind, we got Eden's Blessing. We got a crap Ipecac. Sure. Well, you know what? Why not? We'll go down. We picked up no, so we're going to for sure not get any spacebar items in any of these locations. Mom's Wig is the better item here, so I probably should have taken Milk. Come in here. I mean, we'll roll into Pyro, so we'll take Purity for now. Come in here, we pick up Hive Mind, Broken Watch. Please don't blow up the donation machine, Tyler. Little bit pissed that we didn't pick up a battery charge in here. I mean, maybe this is it totally was. Okay, so we come out here. We D100. Picked up Fun Guy. This is Strange Attractor. I really don't want this. This is a Perthrow rune. Interesting. We grab this. We come back out. We get the Mom transformation. We get a horrible whatever this is. This is, like, awful. I hate it. So we come back in here. Grab our last one. This is our last chance. Papilla Duplex Mom's Knife. Okay, this is good. Another 48-hour energy. Hell, man, you know, why not? I mean, we shouldn't. We'll bring it in here with us. Maybe we'll re-roll ourselves in the middle of this damn fight. We got, like, homing Mom's Knife. It's not very good range, I will say that. But if we can just get the stupid knives in there, they're gonna do a good bit of damage. And the same goes to Hush. Yeah, we're basically tearing them up. So that's pretty okay. I wish Papilla Duplex Mom's Knife actually, like, made the knives bigger, but that might be a little bit overpowered. We have Curse of the Tower, but it's not really doing jack all for us in terms of bad or good. This is going to be an easy Hush victory. Our damage is off the charts good, and we will... I mean, this run was won when we picked up the D100. That's why I went into, like, a 5-minute rant about Aladdin here. But, other than that, it's an uneventful Hush fight. A little bit of fun with the 48-hour energy, though, I can't deny. And I'm kind of feeling like re-roll the run now. Oh, well, Ludo plus Monstro's Lung is the greatest synergy with Ludo, like, ever. I almost feel like I have to keep this one for a while, just because I love Ludo so much. And Ludo plus, look at how much fire is in here. How the hell did I do that? Ludo plus Thingamajiggy is so good. Monstro's Lung. I have no idea what's happening right now. Okay, just sit down on top. It's tearing freaking through him. Look at Hush's HP! That's like the steadiest decline of Hush's HP ever. Okay, we have Hot Bombs plus, that's what's happening. We have Hot Bombs plus Curse of the Tower. So it's basically like, everywhere you go, people want to know who you are, so you tell them. We are tigers, mighty, mighty tigers. I always found it kind of stupid that, like, in Aladdin... keep on going back to Aladdin here. In Aladdin, you know, you get 3 wishes from the genie. And I'm not gonna deny, if somebody asked me, yo dog, like, 3 wishes, what would you, wish for? Maybe, like, you know, world equality, oh lord, the damage is so good. It's like the slowest Ludo ever, but the damage is so good. Maybe like world equality in terms of money, and like world peace. If you can combine that into one wish, like world peace caused by equality. There you go. That's your workaround with that. Like, Aladdin's such an idiot. Like, sure, you can't make him fall in love with the princess. I get it. But like, why would you make one of your wishes a prince so she can maybe fall in love with me? Like, you have been living on the streets for a good, like, I don't know, how old do you think Aladdin is? I think he's like a, you know, 17-year-old boy. Maybe. I mean, how early would a princess get married in Morocco? Okay? I'm going with, he was probably like 17. You marry off the girl at 16. You know, they definitely had a thing for each other. She's not going to fall in love with some, like, you know, elderly man or something. So Aladdin's probably about 17. As a 17-year-old, I'm also a 17-year-old. What would I want to wish for? I'm not going to wish to be a prince so some girl likes me. Okay? It's just not going to happen. That's the stupidest wish ever. Sure, I'd like to have a butt ton of money, and then, you know what? I'll buy her happiness. I suppose that maybe that comes with being a prince, having a butt ton of money. I mean, do princes just, like, as a whole, as soon as you become a prince, do you just, like, get a check from your, you know, great-great-grandmother saying, look, I've never met you, but you're in my will. Here's $4 billion. Maybe? Is that how it works? I'm not familiar with the, you know, princedom. I'm not talking about, you know, partying like it's 1999 right now. Rest in peace, but it's not what we're talking about. I just think Aladdin's wishes are dumb. Now, then again, you're going to ask me, well, Tyler, what are your wishes? I don't got the slightest. But, it's definitely not whatever the hell, that was. Okay, I love this run right now. I love any Ludo run. 99% of the time. You can have some pretty bad Ludo runs. But this one is, like, super good. And I love it. And I want to stick with it the entire time, but God knows I'm not going to. I'm going to hit this reroll button as soon as we see what's sitting in the chest here. But, it's good stuff nonetheless. I'm pretty content. If we lose this run... Oh, well, we're just going to go fight Mega Satan. So, you know, no big deal. We D100 one last time. We pick up... Oh, my lord. How does this even work? I love it. We got Dr. Fetus and Fetus in a Jar, and we got the beginning of breakfast, but we also got Monstro's Lung again, as well as Pyro. So we're basically, like, we can't lose right now, but we're also, like, the most powerful you can ever be. This is just stupid. This is just a stupid run, a stupid ending to the run. Look at how much fire we're creating. What a time to be alive. Man, screw Aladdin. I should have been talking about this run. Because this run deserves, like, all the talking about. My game is actually, like, my FPS is slowing down right now, due to the amount of fire. I'm not too happy about that. I hope you guys can't really see that here. But, I mean, I feel like we could kill him off without ever firing right here. Just because of the fire right there. But no, I'm just gonna, you know, finish him off right there. Okay, well, that was fun. Win number 2 on the streak. Didn't unlock the dollar or anything, but, you know, who cares? If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.